Wir freuen uns sehr, dass wir hier sehr düsteren, aber wundervollen Besuch bekommen haben. Hier bei uns Backstage bei Rock im Park. Caligola sind hier. First of all, welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be here, always.
My first question is, playing Rock im Park 2012, as people who are pretty much used to touring, playing a lot of concerts, but coming here with Caligola must be, I imagine it's like a total new adventure of playing again.
Yeah, a great adventure, and let's see how the German audience react now. But it's going to be really fun to do something new. Of course, it's the best festival to do it on, and possible too.
Caligola has just started now for some while now for us people who watch you and listen to you, but it's already become some sort of successful, and it's growing and it's getting bigger. So it's probably a very technical question, but do you somehow separate that in your heart, like, okay, this was a side project, now this is something bigger, or do you not even think about technical stuff like that?
I don't like to call anything a side project. If you go into a project or a song with only half of your heart, you're not going to be able to do it and compete with all the other people in this festival, because everybody is here with their whole hearts in it. We wouldn't be there on the stage if we didn't do it 100%.
Let's talk about the musical style of Caligola, because for people who have been familiar with Mando Diao, it's of course there's a lot of new influences and a lot of it's much more funk and soul stuff. So how did you discover both the talent for music like that and your love, obviously, for music like that?
We always had that love, We just, I mean, as songwriters, me and Gustaf, we couldn't find a great forum for it before, and but this is perfect for us. We got in contact with it in New York when we were there finishing up the last Mando Diao album. And we met two guys, one old friend that is in Caligola and his friend, and they had a sort of an art exhibition, and it told us about the whole concept. And after a while we realized that this is the perfect spot for us to make a record in, and that's what we did. So, but it's always, urban music has always been very strong in our hearts,
But Caligola is much more than a band. It's more like I would say like a global network, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
So, do you expect any Caligola members today, not only on stage, of course, but also in the audience here in Nürnberg?
Yeah, I guess,
So they're gonna pop up.
We're gonna have some people on stage too that are not sitting here, but probably gonna be a lot of them in the audience too. You never know, Caligola's not about counting members, it's about having members,
Most of the interviews, we're talking so much about Mando Diao and then focusing on you two again. So how much does that bother you?
Without Mando Diao, we wouldn't be in Caligola.
Yeah.
Mando Diao is a very, very important ingredient in Caligola, and so is every artist, because it's that influence that they put in Caligola that makes Caligola. I'm not bothered by that.
How do you feel about playing a festival like this? Because last time I saw you on big festivals with Mando Diao, it was a later time when you got on stage. It was dark, which was probably, of course, most of the time a better time to play. Do you care? Or do you think, I don't care about that at all, because now it's Caligola time and this is the perfect time?
Well, with Mando Diao we've been struggling and working for almost 10 years before we hit the big spots, So we're used to this. It's the spotlight we're not used to. It's the main stage we're not used to. This we've done our whole life, We're biggest in Germany, If we go to like Italy or Spain, this is how we play. So it's only when you see us that we play that main stage and that main slot. Because it's not about what sign the moon or the sun is in. It's about what you do on stage and the people watching.
So thank you very much for being here.
You're welcome.
And I hope you have a wonderful festival and you won't be cold in your beautiful cloaks, which is actually a very good idea. Thank you very much for being here.